Social isolation can be a major problem for people who are blind or partially sighted. But in Lancashire, sport is playing a surprising role in helping young people who are born without vision or are losing their sight, as Simon O'Brien finds out.
Take a careful look. This is no ordinary game of cricket, which is just as well, because these are no ordinary cricket players. All of the people playing are blind or partially sighted. Yep, I know. How do they do that? Good question. And who better to answer it than club founder Sheraz Chauhan, who's himself partially sighted.
First of all, this game, communication is a massive factor in this, obviously. As you know, if you've got limited sight, audibility is a big part, and it's a size 3 ball with lead shots and ball bearings in. The ball's got to bounce twice, so that blind or low-sighted player that comes in that sight classification has got an opportunity to hear the ball. One bounce, second bounce, so they've got opportunity to play it.
To be visually impaired, you can feel quite isolated at times, and so this is a way of getting like minds together.
A lot of them, when they first come, some of them very reserved, some of them are just cricket mad, they want to come and do other sports that we do as well. But coming and making that first step and breaking the ice and actually having a sense of belonging, somebody or a club they can relate to, it's just grown so much. These people members have grown so much in confidence and become their own people.
And as you can see, they're pretty good at it. Last year, the Lancashire Lions finished second in the National Blind Cricket League for the second year in a row and made it to the British Blind Sports Final. The team is mixed, male and female, and is made up of all ages from 11 to 64.
So if you want your elbow to be straight. Yeah.
Salim Patel has been playing for the Lancashire Lions for 2 seasons and is now training with the England Blind Development Squad.
So, Salim, keen cricket player?
I actually don't like cricket, funnily enough.
Stop it!
I'm here today at a cricketing session.
Well, how come you got involved with the Lions then?
It's because I'm eager to get involved in competitive sport. Before this I was isolated, didn't have much to do. So coming along here, it gives me an opportunity to both play competitive sport, but apart from that, it's just, like I say, getting the opportunity to meet new people.
Both Salim and his younger sister Nadia were born with a genetic sight condition called Retinitis Pigmentosa. It's degenerative, causing them to lose their eyesight over time. Salim no longer has any sight in his left eye and only limited vision in his right.
Middle. Yep.
A lot of people with RP will both have tunnel vision as well as night blindness, and then as the condition gets worse, their central vision starts to go and eventually it leads to becoming totally blind.
I had to kind of think to myself, okay, my sight is going now, this is the condition I've got. It's either a case of accepting it or falling into, I guess, depression, because you don't know what's happening with your life.
Yeah.
I didn't really have role models back then to know what was going to happen, so I just had to kind of bite the bullet, live my life, and you know, I live by this motto that I may be blind, but I have a vision, and if I can just carry on living my life, inspiring people.
Which is what he does. As well as being an excellent cricketer and all-round sportsman, Salim is a very good musician. And he writes his own blog, the aptly named Blind Journalist.
I think my blog played a big impact because, again, it was just a platform for me to portray all the work that I've done. And now I'm currently working at BBC Radio Manchester. I'll go on to work at Northwest tonight. It's a scheme where you get to work all over the BBC and become a multi-platform journalist.
Sport plays a very important part in the lives of all the Lancashire Lions team, but none more so than 14-year-old Amelia Robertson. Like Salim, she is severely sight impaired.
My mum got the phone call saying, would you like to come play for us? And I was over the moon because I just couldn't wait to go and play more cricket, because I'd never been able to play cricket because of the speed the ball came. I'd just miss every shot, but I was actually managing to hit the ball when we were doing it at the taster session, and it gave me a good feeling. I like the cricket itself, but I also like the people who I play it with, because they're so nice and they're so supportive of you.
Amelia's mum and dad believe that playing sport has helped her confidence.
She loves it. She's a different child when she's doing it. She gets such a buzz from it, doesn't she?
She does, yeah.
I couldn't really imagine her, how she'd be
And
if she didn't have a sport.
She actually feels that she can play the game very well at that level with other people who are visually impaired. Whereas I think before she thought, well, they say I'm not very good because I can't see properly. And it's changed around that she thinks, actually, I can do this quite well.
And she doesn't just stop at cricket. At his school in Cole, Amelia joins in sport with all the other children.
Apart from Amelia, every single girl there can see perfectly well, but then you probably couldn't tell the difference with her being there, that she, you know, she's as able as anybody else and she's coping as well with everything that everybody else is doing.
If you really try, then you can go far. So, like me, I want to be in Paralympics, so that's where I'm going to want to get.
Now listen, I've been watching you play. I'm no good at cricket at the best of times. I'm going to have a go in a minute. Give me some advice, give me some tips.
Well, just listen carefully and try to hit the ball.
Thanks for that. Come on, Hector.
Find any gaps.
What do you mean finding the gaps? Come on, explain.
When you hit the ball, try and see if there's any like spaces between any of the other players fielding.
So, all right. But how can I do that? Because I'll be blindfolded.
You can ask them to give you a clap.
Oh, okay. So before I have a go, if I'm going to have a go at batting, I get everyone to clap so I know where they are.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no one's told me that. Thanks for that. Top piece of advice. I actually find this whole experience utterly humbling, completely uplifting, but actually at the same time quite distressing, because about 3 years ago I had a freak accident, and after a series of desperate operations the eyesight in my left eye slowly deteriorated until in the end it's just nothing. So if I close my right eye, I am in their world. I can see nothing at all. But to see these guys, you know, and I thought I went through a bad time, and to see these guys and being so positive, what an amazing group of people. Well, I guess it's my turn now, isn't it? As I say, I only have to close one eye, but I will put the blindfold on. I'm going to go and humiliate myself. Here we go. Shiraz.
Yes, I'll stop, mate, yeah.
Oh, can I have a clap? Just in case I do find a gap. Can we have some clap? Okay. Yeah. That didn't help at all. Thanks very much. Okay. Right, I give up. Thanks, dude. Brilliant, that. Cheers, that's brilliant, that. Well, honestly, I was never any good at cricket anyway, and I can tell you that is just simply impossible. How they play that game is beyond me. Amazing testament to the skill involved there. Incredible. I don't think you're going to call me next week.